Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. And welcome to Thursdays, which is Messages for Lightworkers with my amazing co host, Val from Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling. Hey, Val.
Hey everyone. Hey
Welcome
Marina.
to episode 58.
Ooh.
Can you believe it?
You know what? It's hard to imagine. We've done so many, and we were just backstage talking about the synchronicities of, um,
Yes.
I always ask our messages for light workers, angels and guides, because they put
Yes.
this show together, not us. And they always come through
Yeah.
with a message that matches yours. It's
Yes.
kind of shocking. Why should I be surprised? In 58 shows, it's never failed.
It's never failed. Yeah. And it's very true. I said to Val, you know what? One of these days when we come on here, because we do not discuss what we're going to talk about until we gather 25 minutes before the show. And then it's okay. What did you get? What did you get? Oh my God. They are always absolutely on point.
It's always.
So I said, I swear to God, people think that we gather beforehand. I'm going to press the button the next time and we're going to go live before you realize we're going live so people can see how we do what we do and how it always turns out.
It does.
And
it's remarkable.
It is. And I think the reason that it works out is because right from the very beginning, we let this particular show be spirit led. We have never stood in the way. We have never, wanted to process it a different way. Nothing. That's what the message is. Thank you. I accept it and I deliver it. Boom.
That's exactly right. And I think you're absolutely right that because we don't put our own agenda on top of it and we just let it be spirit driven, they have never failed us. They are driving this engine of messages for light workers, and we just are the conduits delivering their message. So
exactly. And that's exactly what we do. So thank you for those of you that are here joining us. Welcome. I'm going to say hello to a few of you, and then I'm going to kind of explain what we're going to do and whatnot. But I did want to say hello to Karen Doyle. Oh, Dragonfly Crystals woman. Did nobody think to stop her at the door? Come on now. Linda H, Moira D, Sal Rods. Hey, Sally. Carrie G, Randy. Hello, Randy. Joyful Journey. Moira D has a question, and we might get to that later on. Kay Muldoon. Welcome, Kay. Laura Hammond Davis, who is a member. Hello, Laura. Water Bear, Annie Hamlet, Sherry, Trancing with Spirit. Hey, your ears must have been burning because we were talking about you just before we went live. All good.
Yeah, all good. Yeah.
Linda H, artist. Let's see, who do I have? Sonia. Hello, Sonia. Welcome. And BJ's Esoteric Musing. Hello. So thank you all for being here. And I'll just give you a quick little synopsis on the way things go. Val and I are always guided by spirit before the show on what message they want to relate to you. So we do spend a chunk of the show relaying the message that spirit wants you to know. So part of what you're going to be doing is listening, hopefully taking it in, letting it work for you. And then later on in the show, we will take some of your questions and take it from there. Members and both business end of things, both Val and I have membership. Membership has its privileges. So that as a member, if you have a question, you jump to the head of the queue. So if you see that, I posted my question when I first came in and all of a sudden all these other people are getting their questions, that's because chances are they're members. So if you would like to jump the queue, go over to Val's channel, go over to my channel, click on the join button, take a look at the different levels of membership that we offer. Click on one that appeals to you, that resonates with you. You can always change it later on. It's not anything that is set in stone, right? And you can find something that works for you. So that is, reading first for our members. Like I said, membership has its benefits, and it's one of the ways that we get to say thank you for supporting us. Yeah. And hello, Gerald Tarot Stash. So glad that you popped in. Yeah. So now Salrod says, is there a way to join without using electronic funding?
Electronic.
Okay. Yeah, that is a good question. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that. Yeah, I think that there's.
I wonder if they do PayPal. No, I don't know.
Well, but we both have PayPal accounts, so you could always. Yeah, you could always make a donation to the PayPal account. We'll probably see it almost right away.
And then we could gift it to you in that way. That could be the way. Or, yeah, so you'll appear as a member anyway, no matter what. But I think you can only gift it for a month. But something to look into.
We'll look into it.
Yeah.
So, Sally says, yeah, PayPal is electronic.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think I understand what you mean is, short of putting money in an envelope and taking the chance that it makes it through the mail without someone opening it and taking it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but certainly worth looking and exploring into the possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So our little process, as Val and I got together before the show, was Val said, so did you get anything from your guides on what we're going to talk about? And I said, yes. And so I explained to her my little process and the message I got. And I want to say, oddly enough, no, it's not odd. It is absolute confirmation. She got the same thing. So tell them what you got, Val.
Okay, so I was sitting innocently in my meditation, and I finally was done with all my guides, blah, blah, blah. And I called in the messages for Lightworkers guides and angels. And I asked them, what topic would you like to discuss, like Marina and I to discuss today? And I heard enlightenment. And I thought, oh, gosh, that's a big topic. And then I went up and I was getting ready for the show, and I decided, or a thought came in, that I can just throw some cards, 3 cards, and get a more refined picture of what that would look like. And then what did I pull? Enlightenment. I mean, you can't make this up. This is like, what? Marina was right in sync with all these cards. And it was like, just as usual, meant to be. It always astounds me for some reason, but you can't.
I know. Aren't you surprised that you're surprised that you're surprised? Why am I surprised?
We're always backstage going, wow.
Yes.
It's pretty amazing. It's never failed. 58 shows.
Exactly, Gerald. You can't make this stuff up.
Can't make it up. Yeah. So, so the Lightworker guides want us to talk about enlightenment. And Marina pulled really profound cards related to that. So, why don't you go ahead and go, Marina, and I'll take it.
Yes. I sort of did the same thing Val did. It was, okay, what do you want? What can I talk about? And as I'm trying to pick a topic, I heard, well, you can pull a card. And I went, oh, yeah, I could. I have those. Yes. So I look at my cards, and of course, I have the Divine Guidance oracle deck, and I thought, well, that's a perfect one. So I'm shuffling and saying, "I'll give what is it that you want?" And these are the 3 cards that came out in the order that they came out in, and then I'll tell you the message. The first one I got was advancement, followed by illuminate, and then divine feminine. And I looked at it and I went, oh, okay. In order for there to be advancement, we have to illuminate the divine feminine. Thank you. Like,
that was beautiful.
yeah.
It's so clear. I just love it.
Clear. And so goes along with what Val was talking about. So that's what, when we do this, it's like, I can't believe they're talking to us.
It's just like so synchronistic.
Absolutely. So I did want to, I know you hear us talking about the divine feminine, right? A lot of people talk about the divine feminine. And sometimes it's hard to know just what exactly it is. Mm-hmm. And, are you part of it? Are you, it's kind of like one of those words that you can say is an occupational word that everybody in the occupation knows what it means. Everybody else outside of it doesn't. So I went online and just to look up a few things that I could share with you. And one of them said was, how do you know if you're divine feminine? Mm-hmm. And here it is. To anyone looking closely enough, it is very easy to distinguish between a divine feminine who has traversed the deepest parts of herself and has reached the other side, able to emanate healing light and offer alchemizing wisdom to all in proximity to her.
Wow.
So, and I got shivers. That is exactly what we are as light workers. We have all gone through our own dark night of the soul. Yep. We've done our shadow work. We've done what we need to emerge on the other side and to know that, yes, we are the divine feminine. We are able to connect with those parts of ourselves that are heart-centered. That guilty. Can males be light workers? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Every single person on the planet can be a light worker. And the divine feminine can radiate out from men and women. We have both divine feminine and divine masculine within us. So we are the whole. So yes, men can be in touch with their divine feminine. In fact, men can be part of the Sisterhood of the Rose Cross. So absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
And just the same as they can have the divine feminine, we can also have the divine masculine. That's where we get the strength to look after ourselves.
That's that going out. Hunter-gatherer going out and doing what we need to do, taking care of ourselves in that way in the world is that part of us that is, and we try to balance that within ourselves so we can be a well-rounded person. So it's all together with that. But the divine feminine has been neglected in society for so long now. And it's now we're seeing it more and more become a thing to concentrate on. That's that compassion, that love, that energy of inclusiveness, that receptivity, that sensitivity and nurturing energy for ourselves and for others all around the world. That is so needed now.
Yes. So, absolutely. Everything happens as it should, when it should. And if you need proof, here we are. We're talking yesterday on Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. We talked about how do we move forward dealing with people who are part of a cult without realizing that they're part of a cult. How do we accept them back? that's divine feminine work,
It is. Yes.
right?
Yes, it is.
So this just kind of dovetails so
It
nicely on
really
that.
does. It seems to have started to dovetail here and with our message the next day. Um,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
just if you're wondering maybe who some of the, in history, some of the divine feminine that sort of stood out would be like the Egyptians had Isis.
Mm-hmm.
The Greeks had Aphrodite.
Right.
The Hindus have Shakti. So
Yeah.
there has always been that
Right.
strong female energy that is positive force.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of yeah. How oh guilty? No. Sorry. No one is cursed.
They're
Yeah.
cursed is just
No.
some made up 3D
Yeah.
concept.
There is no such thing.
Even if somebody said I'm cursing you, no. No.
No, no, not
No.
the way things work.
No. No.
But you know what? It's a question that maybe some people would think
It's
about.
up to, yeah, if you give somebody that power
Yeah,
and you decide that you're going to torment yourself, you give yourself the power to feel like you're cursed. That's your journey. It isn't the reality. The truth
yeah,
is that you're this divine being, and none of the rest of the illusion
yeah,
is the truth. So, yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's. I think I've said this once or twice in the shows over the number of years. Anyone who says to you that you need to reach out and book a reading with me, I have got some information for you. Someone has put a curse on you, and
Run,
I know how to lift it. Run,
run the other
run in
way.
the other direction.
Because anyone who's fear-based is
Yeah,
not going to give you the truth of
yeah,
what you need to know. The truth is you're a free sovereign being here.
yes,
The rest of it is just some ego spin to collect money from you or
yeah,
whatever, scare you. If you have fear related to whatever, run the other way because it's not going to be true. It's not, well, don't even run. Just stare it in the face and say, no,
no,
no, don't run at all. Just say
exactly.
no.
Yeah,
That's not my reality. So
and but yes, both Val and I do private readings. You can reach out to us through our websites or through our YouTube pages. If you
yeah.
look in the description below, I have linked to Val's page. You can go on there, send her an email. She does amazing Akashic record readings, has classes on Akashic record reading, and so on. So yes, you can absolutely book a reading.
Let me put a plug in here because you just reminded me. February 10th at 2:30 Pacific time is my Akashic record class that I'm giving. If you want to join, it's what, $39, very inexpensive. And you come out of there knowing how to read the Akashic records. Just go to my website, dragonflycrystals.store, not .com, .store, and you can book that class.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. And reach out to me. I do.
And
private
Marina does
readings.
amazing readings. So please definitely book a reading with Marina. Absolutely 100%. And Marina also has classes that she offers. And, the membership level can give you perks related to that too. So
Yeah.
check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I just wanted to talk a little bit about this because this enlightenment card that I pulled this is new, so I have to read from the book a little, but I really highlighted the parts I wanted to talk about because, this is about waking up from your old habits and patterns. And it can feel a little bewildering, and things just feel a little itchy, and you feel a
Yes.
little uncomfortable, and you just don't, you're a little out of sorts. That's what it's like. You're going through the awakening process. Just relax. All is well. So you are just keeping up with your evolution and the life you desire. So your body and mind are adjusting and adapting to your new and loving soul perspective. That dovetails nicely in with that divine feminine. So it's common for your mind and body to resist, panic, with unfamiliar and unknown feelings and things that are coming up. Just breathe and relax and let it do its thing, because really it's about becoming balanced and shifting in that beautiful energy. And my second card is home. And this is really about your spiritual home within you. No matter where you are always at peace and at home in that divine soul energy, that connected energy to all that is divine source. And thirdly, Ark of the Covenant. In my mind's eye, I saw Ark of the Covenant, and that's the card that got pulled. It was very bizarre, but it really is about. It says, you understand the phases of time and energy within those phases that we go through, like the astrological phases where we get all messed up. But it's about making sure that there's no urgency or need for a personal agenda. Don't let yourself get pulled into emotional drama. Know that the things that require your attention now reflect a commitment that has a far-reaching influence and may impact your present as well as your future. So continue to work toward your highest purpose, to uphold the sacred covenant that you are here to touch the world with your light. So pretty much that's what the Lightworkers are here to do. The divine feminine information that Marina brought forward is that beautiful energy and method of reaching out into the world with that beautiful sacred heart energy of the divine feminine. So it all, that's the message.
Totally. Totally.
So I love that.
Yeah. And I will say hello, Laura Hammond Davis. If I haven't said hello to you, hello. Guilty is here. Pisces Greeter TK, hello. Welcome. So for those of you, Linda H, for those of you that kind of came in, a couple minutes late, once a notice, Marby Gangora. Hey, Marby. Once the notices went out, welcome. I'm so glad that you're spending part of this time with us. So I thought, maybe we can take just a quick few minutes and talk about the importance and let's kind of bring in yesterday's Sisters of the Mystical Tarot Show. We are going to need an awful lot of patience and love to welcome back those souls who have kind of gotten themselves into a cult. And I think when I was thinking about it last night after the show, and it's funny because one of the things that if you're in an abusive relationship, generally you are the last one to see that you are in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
And that's because it doesn't go from one day everything is beautiful and the next day everything falls to what. It's slow, it's gradual, it's over time. It's a nasty word, it's a nasty look. It's a joke at your expense, and it just builds and builds and builds and builds until you get to the point that all of a sudden, yes, it does turn physical and whatnot. By that point, you are so entrenched in what it is that you're doing that you're not looking at the other person and saying, hey, you can't treat me that way. You internalize it and you say, what did I do? I made him really angry. I shouldn't have pushed. When he said, no, we're not going there, I should have just left it. You internalize it. So the last thing at that point that you want is to someone to come by and say, oh yeah, you're in an abusive relationship. You got to do something about that. And to make you feel worse than you already feel because you're confused.
Yeah.
This is what's happening to a large part of the population that has slowly been indoctrinated into that Trumpian way of thinking. And it's going to take a little bit of time for them to come out. We have to greet them on the other side with love and with compassion. And we have to say, okay, yeah, we're here. That was then, this is now. We have all made mistakes, and let's face it, each and every one of us has done things and have things in our past that we really wouldn't want to be exposed to the light of day. So if we can give ourselves that that caring and that looking after our mental health, we can do that for them as well.
Absolutely.
So, okay, that was
beautifully
my big
very
divine feminine message.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
So,
all righty. Well, here we are. We're at 26 minutes in.
Okay.
And if you guys do have, I know that there's 4 questions that have already been asked. Absolutely. So if you would like us to to give you a reading, we can certainly do that. If you do ask a question, please be specific, because sometimes I know my guides have a sense of humor. Okay.
No. Yeah, they do. And most guides do have, they will,
Yeah. So sometimes it comes through, and so be specific in what it is that you're asking for. We do not read, or at least I don't read, and I'm sure Val is the same way. We do not read on people whose permission we don't have to read on them. So if you were to say, well, can you read on my husband, John? No, because I don't have John's permission to read on him. And I can't read it on your behalf. You can rephrase the question. What kind of challenges are John's attitude bringing into my life? Okay, that's different because I'm now reading on your energy.
And actually, that's a better question. It's more specific to how you're feeling and what you really want to know. So it empowers you too. That question allows you to choose a different way depending on the answer.
Yes. Absolutely. And yes, Amanda, it's important to remember they do have a sense of humor.
They do.
Yeah. And yeah. All righty. Well, Sally has a question, and as a member, boom, she is up top of the list.
Right.
And then I think, I think Sherry, if you might have a question, we got you in there. So Sally says, I had a dream where a jaguar visited my house. Was this a message from my guides? What was it? If it's Sally, if it is not normal everyday kind of procedure that jaguars visit you, absolutely there is a message in there. And what I'm going to do, actually, while you're Val, you can pull some cards if you want. I'm going to.
I have Sally, I got the first thing that fell out of the deck is sensitivity, thus showing your connectedness to everything. They are whispering a message to you. This is something that is a message in that you saw them and they are delivering a message. And so what does a jaguar mean to you? And soul tree, they're really part of your reason for being here. All these beautiful power animals that you see that visit you, that are there in your sanctuary. So you are like a light to them, and they come around you, whether it's in dreams or whatever it may be. And better than for me to guess what a jaguar means to you is for you to think, what does that mean to me? Is it my power? Is it my strength? Is it my agility? What does that mean to you? So that is the whisper that they're giving you. And let go and let it happen. Let that wash over you.
Yeah. I wanted to, this is the medicine cards, and I was pretty confident that the jaguar was in here, and it's something that I haven't read for a while, so I looked it up. Sure enough, there it is, jaguar, and I'm just going to read the little poem, whatever that goes with it, and I think the message is in there. And it says, "Sacred jaguar, teach me to wear my power lightly, to walk with impeccability, to approach life with compassion, and to live up to the integrity of my human potential." So, yes, the message is to integrity and impeccability. You know what you need to do, and you're doing it, and you're not letting anyone stand in your way. And that's kind of encouragement.
Yeah.
I think that the guides are saying, you know what, we see what you're doing, and we honor that. You are living in integrity.
Exactly. And all these animals that come to you and all these messages are further saying you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. We are here because of you, because of your light.
Yeah.
And they have.
Exactly. Okay, I hope I haven't missed anyone's questions. Okay. Let me go back in here, see. We did Sally. Sherry, Trancing with Spirit, is a member. One day you wake up, look in the mirror, and light bulb, and you're like, what the heck? If I am strong enough to live with you, I sure as hell am strong enough to live without you.
Yes. So
yes.
true. So true. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly right. That's exactly
Absolutely.
right. But that's that light bulb moment when you go, I don't have to do this.
Yes. Yeah. And it's that moment that you have to get to by yourself.
Yes.
Like, you know, people can tell you, they can encourage you, they can give you information, but until you're ready to step into that and make that decision for yourself, all that they're offering you is maybe support.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
something,
it's an internal thing that just is a switch that goes,
yes.
Oh, hell no. You finally get it. No, this doesn't work for me anymore.
Yeah, no. Thanks. No. Thanks for coming, though. Don't forget to sign the guest book on the way out. All righty. So let's get here. Moira D would love a reading, wondering if there is a past life that explains why I have had to work so hard in this lifetime. Cap raising, so I don't mind hard work within reason. Yeah. Okay.
I have cap rising too.
Yeah.
We are the little workers, aren't we?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can't remember a time when I wasn't working.
Yeah.
But
yeah, exactly.
You know, I have to say, Moira, you really are an old soul who has come in for this special timing. And as far as a past life to explain, No, it's that you are an old soul really here to gather everything together, all the tools in your tool belt. That means that you had to go through a childhood of tough stuff and young adulthood of tough stuff to get you where you are compassionate, you are empathetic, you are clairvoyant and cognizant, and you really understand. You've been through the whole thing. It gave you everything you needed to know to help people get through these things. That is what a light worker kind of does. And the old soul comes through that way. It's like honing a steel rod to create that beautiful, slick, strong, resilient spirit. So it's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
And I could not have picked a better card. I got flourish. Flourish. And the message at the bottom here, Moira, is the Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from your experience and to shed your inner light on any unclear area of your life and those of others. So,
go ahead.
No. Carry on.
I was just going to say, and it's all about soul love. And what is that? That's divine feminine as well. Loving yourself, loving from your soul, and loving everyone else from that position. You don't have to like who loves you, baby, but I mean agape love, not judging others and being in that beautiful place. So everything you went through proves one thing. You are resilient, you are powerful, you are a sovereign being of light from divine source projecting down here to do this beautiful work.
Yes. And everything that has happened that you have seen as having been a challenge, look back on it and say thank you for the experience, because it has brought you to this point so that you needed to receive empathy from someone else in order to be able to share that empathy with someone. All of the things that happened were lessons to get you to this point, to make you this wonderful human being that you are, because you resonate from experience. So
exactly. Beautifully said.
Wonderful. Okay. Wonderful, Moira. I hope that answers the question. Okay. Alea says, may I ask a message from my guides?
Okay.
Yeah. Message from your guides?
I don't know why, but I hear the word resilience.
Okay.
And I got transformation. Soul mating, not your soul mate, but connecting with your soul 100%. Look at that beautiful over soul, and down, projecting down into your vehicle, and transformation. So these are much bigger than you even can imagine if you unpack them. So that is a huge thing. This year in 2024, we may be going through chaotic and crazy things in the world, but the light workers are going to go through transformation that is going to knock our socks off. So just remember, it's going to be crazy around you, but we are going to be opening up to all of our gifts on the greater stage, in the bigger awareness, so we can do our work.
And absolutely, the two cards that I got really worked in tandem. Okay, the first one was go outside. The second one was believe in magic. However, they both kind of have the same message. the go outside says it's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful piece of nature, wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat.
Love it.
Okay. The one in magic is open your eyes and see that magic is still all around you in nature. The fairy of the northern lights says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. So yeah, they want you to go outside. They want you to spend a little time looking at the light and um, communicating with with your higher self, honoring your higher self.
And that is so transformational. That
Yeah,
energy being in that just is gorgeous. Yeah, I love that for you, Leah.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I'm not going to take any more questions because we still have a few to go here, and we are at 41 minutes. And I want to make sure that I'm not keeping Val
Oh
past
no,
her.
I mean, yeah, I'm not. I'm good. I can go over a little, but thank you. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Do my Sonia Pinola says, do my angels and guides have a message for me about my path, but your spiritual path? Okay. Sonia, what I heard was during those moments that you stumble, it's not because someone wanted to trip you, is we needed you to come down a notch and to see all the beautiful things that you're missing when you're being up here. So I think that tells me you need to spend a little more time in grounding yourself. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Okay.
So
We'll pull a couple cards. You go ahead. If you got
yeah,
cards, you go ahead.
okay, Sonia, I have expansion for you. And what was I just talking about for 2024? This is lining up for everyone. This expansion is happening for us because we're on the world stage now doing our Lightworker thing. They've really enlisted us to jump on board and start helping people. Inward revolution. So this is another one of those transformational shifts, but this shows you that everything, your identity, who you think you are, it's even different than you think. You're this amazing spiritual being. What will it look like when the dust settles? Just keep yourself connected to your beautiful heart and your soul light. And when the dust settles, you'll be that soul light and not that ego part of us, which is what we all face here in 3D land. But expansion is yours.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. And as it's funny, as I said about, kind of falling down and taking a look at what's there. Okay. The first card out that I got was Journey. And this talks about you're going on a trip, whether you realize it or not.
Yes.
You're going on a trip, so that you might be working just a little too hard. You might be maybe have an investment in something that you need to take a little bit of time away. But this is saying, make sure that your passport is ready to go, because this is going to come up for you suddenly. And life energy is the other card. And this one reminded me of the beach. As soon as I looked at it, I thought, oh, that is beachy energy. That's what that is. Mm-hmm. And the message here is the happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed.
Beautiful.
So there you go. You're going to go on a trip and you're going to be able to spend time thinking about what you need to do. And it's going to be wonderful. Good for you, Sonia.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is wonderful. Okay.
Oh, Moira. I'm another Pisces, Moira. So Capricorn rising, Pisces, Venus and Pisces, Pisces sun, and I have an Aries moon though. Oh,
Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to jump over to Amanda Carrion, who is a member. So welcome, Amanda. And she says, I have a quick question for my guides. I think I'm here to be a teacher healer. Is that correct? If that's what it feels like to you, then that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Don't ever question the inner messages that you get, the information that you get that you don't know why you know it. You just know that you do. That's your guides talking to you. But we'll certainly pull a couple cards.
It's funny, when I pulled your cards, Amanda, I got Soul Tree. So it's definitely agreeing with everything you're saying, because it sounds like you really know what you're doing. And I pulled meditation. So this really shows me that you have that higher connection, and just trust what you're getting. You also got the sensitivity card. And also this reminds me of the Divine Feminine and Sisterhood of the Rose Cross with the Marys, Lady Mary and Mary Magdalene, Lady Nada. So you have that beautiful energy. And as I was really tuning in, it's feeling like you have a lot of teaching ability to be able to utilize with people. It's not just healing. So make sure that you're sharing your wisdom, your divine wisdom, because you have a lot of it to share. So it's beautiful. Thank you, Amanda.
Absolutely. And say hello, Thomas. Tarot your way. Thanks for swinging by. So, Amanda, what I got for you was start off with Lost and Found. And the message here is what was once lost is about to be found. Thanks to the Lost and Found Fairy. Thank you. Yeah. Sometimes she can help you find things that you never realized were lost. So I think you have always had this this ability to heal. Sometimes you just forget that it's there, and so you question yourself. It's there. The next card that I got out was Ask for Help.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, really pay attention to this one. It says, angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So if you're wondering, do the guides have something for you? Yes, they do. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask them, and they are there to offer assistance. So
I love it. And you know what I do when I meditate, Amanda? I ask. I'm always asking, do you have a message for me? I ask my guides and angels. I ask Divine Source. I ask the Akashic Record Masters.
yes.
When you ask, you will receive. And that's just how it is. So get in that habit of always asking for a message.
Exactly.
And, yeah.
And this is kind of a cute one that I thought, yeah, we did.
Dude, someone broke into my house and stole my new jar of mail.
New jar. An old jar, that's okay. It
hasn't even been opened yet.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Ness says, hey, Ness. She says, I was on a Mark, Allie, and Diana live, and it automatically rerouted me here. That's very nice. Oh, absolutely.
Aww.
Yes. So I think that, yeah, I think what the message there, Linda, is, yeah, if you have, I think it is funny, but you dreamt about it for a reason, okay? And I think that probably the reason was that you are working on setting something up so that it's going to be ready to sprout, ready to be opened when you're ready for it. And you kind of have a feeling that someone has been watching and that they're going to come in and they're going to take your idea or your concept or whatever, and they're just going to run off with it. Okay. So put it in another spot and move it to another area. And as much as you want to share share what your concept is, just play it a little close to the heart for a while.
Yeah.
I think that's a message I'm getting. Yeah.
I love that message. And I pulled Soul Song for you. So the vibration or tune that you were going along with, kind of like that's what's coming up in your dreams, and that's what's in your mind. But really, it's all about divine feminine. This card had to come out today. This is about the divine feminine and being receptive and knowing that whatever ideas and things you are creating are your own unique concepts. No one can take them from you in that way, that you are a unique being. And it's about soul love. And that is the most important thing in this entire multiverse. There isn't anything more important than that, because that's who we are. So even a jar of mail isn't as important. So you already have it all inside of you. No one can take it from you. But I agree with what Marina is saying about the dream meaning in that context. It sounds like you have that feeling like something might be taken from you. But rest assured, in that higher dimensional aspect of who you are, that divine being, you're good, all is well.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. JR, I got the Tower card in a reading and I'm nervous. Can I get a message from my guides? What do I need to know?
You know, JR, the Tower card is transformation.
Yeah.
I used to get the Tower card like every other day. For me, the Tower card just means, oh, some new thoughts and ideas are going to happen. It didn't mean my world was crashing or some terrible thing is happening. It just means, oh, you're going to have a transformational experience in your thought formations or, in that way. So don't be afraid of the Tower card.
Yes. And particularly don't be careful how the message of the Tower card is presented to you. If someone is presenting it to you in terms of it being fear-based, and that,
like the world's
coming to an end, that is not
helpful.
No, not only not helpful, but you know what? Spirit doesn't do things like that to us. It really doesn't. It's not there to make us suffer, make us feel bad,
or scare us.
Yeah, or scare us. Exactly. So I thoroughly agree with Val that it is a card of transformation, and it's a good transformation because it's like, you build a house on a foundation of sand, it's going to shift. Every time the wind blows, it's going to shift. Sometimes that house needs to be knocked down so that you can then put in the proper foundation so that the house isn't going to move. So that's all that the Tower card is. It is an opportunity to shore up things where they need to be shored up and to start new for something that is better. And like the card that I got for you was abundance.
See that? Beautiful energy.
Yeah. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. So, that's basically what it is in order for the abundance to come in, before you can go out and buy the new clothes, you got to get rid of the old clothes.
It's funny you should mention that. Create space. It's great. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, there it is.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Cheryl, you're right. The Tower card is very much like the Death card, right? And if you ever watch one of the old movies where they have the gypsy all done up and turning cards, and she turns the Death card, and everyone
goes, "You're really going to die or something?" Yeah, exactly.
No,
it's not. No.
It's the end of something and the beginning of something new.
Right. Very, yes. You really, that's all it is in this context. So don't be afraid of tarot. Just remember, they sound dramatic, but let's put it in everyday context, because it can just be, oh, you're getting a new project, so everything's ending now, or something that you started is going to come to an end and you're going to do something new. Whatever it is, it's not a punishment and it's not a horrible thing. No. You can just go about your business, and it's like, oh, you barely noticed it as a blip on your radar. So you don't need to worry. No, JR, totally. Do not worry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. You're fine.
Okay. Jackie Perillo would like to know, do my spirit guides have a message for me? Please and thank you. Absolutely. Okay. And Juan, I have your question. You're up next.
Okay.
Yeah. Laura Hammond Davis says, oh, come on, tell me again how Trump's going to burn in purgatory. He's going to burn in purgatory.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, not that there is purgatory, because I don't believe in it. But I pulled the Divine Feminine again. Jackie, I think we have a theme running here. The Divine Feminine, that is the message. Look at that beautiful open heart. And what is the heart energy normally colored? That emerald green. And what is up here coming down in is that beautiful, beautiful emerald green from the universe going into your heart chakra. Pink, beautiful light surrounding. That's that compassion and beautiful, beautiful heart-centered energy. And it seems like that is what you are. They're reminding you to meditate and receive in this light coming in. Say, I open to receive all my highest good, all the highest vibration of truth and light and divine source energy, light language and, acceleration energies. Thank you. And open up and let it flow in. And you'll feel it come in. So try that.
Okay. So, Jackie, I start off with the card of inspiration. And this is be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So you're going to be inspired to do something. And then the next card that I got was moderation.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. It says, is there something you shouldn't be eating?
Oh, man.
Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. So I think that the message here is get ready. You're going to be inspired to make some healthier choices when it comes to the things that you're doing.
I love that. Yeah.
Well, totally works for me. Totally works for me.
Yeah.
And nobody ever died by chocolate. That's all I'm
Death by chocolate. Well, I'd be dead because that's what I've been eating.
There is one one of our older, larger hotels here. It's part of one of the heritage hotels
Yeah.
here in Calgary, and they used to. I don't know if they still do, but they used to have one Sunday a month. They used to have, and it was an afternoon event, and it was called Death by Chocolate.
Oh, I love that.
And yeah, that you went in for high tea, and there was all kinds of
Oh,
really good, lovely chocolatey things.
oh
So,
my God, I love that. I'd be very attracted to that event.
oh yes, oh yes, yeah, yeah, exactly. It's one of those things that once you attend, it takes a while to recover from it before you're able to attend another.
Oh my God, that's a lot of chocolate.
Oh, oh, so decadent, so
Oh
good.
my
So yeah,
gosh. Oh,
totally. Yeah.
yeah.
And Jackie says my hubby went to the grocery store earlier, and I told him to bring me something chocolate. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah. That's hilarious. You can't make that stuff up.
No, no. All righty. So, Ron, hello, Ron. Glad to see you here. Ron would like to know any chance you can, if we can see if there is someone coming in for him, if there's some
Okay.
love coming in, someone to love. Well, there's always people out there that you can love, but you want someone who's going to love you back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sweetheart, I think you already know this woman. I think you've already met her. And you're not, oh, she's sitting back waiting for you to make a phone call. And you're sitting back thinking, no, if I call her, she's going to think I'm a creep. She's never going to want to talk to me. Yeah. Look, light. Light. Let me read the message. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Pick up the phone and call her. There you go.
Well, I've got some very interesting cards for you, Ron. And this is really about your focus and about how you're coloring everything. That would be the way in which you frame it. And so, loving yourself and knowing that you are worthy of attracting someone is a soul partner. That is the framework that they want you to adapt. And the next one I got a soul tree. There is someone in your soul family, in your soul group, that is coming. Be prepared by focusing on your beautiful energy, your light, and who you are. Because what you bring is tremendously beautiful, and they will see that light and respond accordingly. So focus on yourself, focus on your light, and you don't have to worry about focusing outside yourself. They will see that light and come to you. That's the message.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I don't think you're going to have to wait a long time, Ron. For some reason. I'm just saying. And when it happens, okay, if you just let me know. Just let me know. But, yeah. Yeah. This is a very, oh my gosh, I can see her. She's a very, very slight lady, sort of shoulder length, dark hair. And even though she's kind of slight and looks fragile, there is power in her. Like, oh yeah, you'll have fun with her. She's not going to put up, she's going to call you on your bullshit, and you're going to be glad she does.
And that's why you need to love yourself. Get prepared by focusing on your beautiful light, because you need to be a match for that.
Yes.
So there you are.
Excellent. Oh, perfect. Well, that was it. That was the last
That was
question.
it. Wow.
And here we are. We're at 1 hour, 4 minutes. Perfect.
Yep.
I wish that you guys could smell what's happening in my kitchen. I am making
Oh, you're making me hungry. I haven't eaten all day.
I have got Hungarian goulash that has been kind of simmering all day.
Oh my
All I
goodness.
have to do is just do the egg noodles, and so
You're making me hungry.
I'm smelling it and thinking, oh, this is not going to be pretty when I sit down with that bowl. It's going to be
I'm going to tell you right now, you're making me hungry, because my daughter-in-law is Hungarian, and her mother made Hungarian goulash one time when we were there, and oh my God, it is just to die for.
Yeah.
Just the most tender meat, and poured over the noodles. Oh my God, the gravy, everything just was so succulent. Oh my God.
Paprika, baby. Yes,
so
Laura.
Good. It was so good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Lori R says, what about Akasha class and a personal question? Lori, I'm sorry. You know what? Okay, you know what? Quickly.
Well, I actually answered about Lori's question about the Akashic Record class, because she wanted to know if you will be able to talk to your angels and guides and be able to communicate. Besides communicating with the Akashic Record Masters, will it open you up in that way? And I said, yes, you will. Once you're open, you're open. You just have to talk and communicate with them. They will answer. And it's simply you making the time to do that. Now, obviously, when you're reading the Akashic Records, you're making time. You're going in there, spend the same amount of time talking to your actual spiritual team who's been with you too, because you have your Akashic Record Masters and you have your spiritual team.
There you go.
And they're there. They want to hear from you. And just talk to them, and they'll talk to you. But as far as your personal question, I didn't get that. I don't know what that was.
You know what? Yeah, Lori, maybe next time, because sometimes I think when both of us tend to miss a question, it's because we're not supposed to be answering it right now. So rather than think that we ignored you, Spirit is saying not now. Yeah. That's all. That's all that is. So you could absolutely ask that question again at another show.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, wonderful. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for sharing your time with us. I'm so glad that you joined us, and hope you enjoyed the message and the reading. And next week we are doing episode 59 on Val's channel. Yay!
Hey.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Don't forget, everyone, to do the like, share, subscribe on both channels. It really, really helps the algorithm, and it helps us to get our message to people who are looking for us. They just don't know where we are.
That's exactly right.
When you do that, you help them find us.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you all have a super wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, bye, everyone.